Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And on this side of the room, it's time for the bar class. We have those bars mounted on the wall and invite you to use a chair or balance aid of your choice. And then we have some kettlebells, working on mobility for the hips and strength with the kettlebell. Lauren usually starts us with the feet, so I think we should do what's usually best, and then we'll go from there.
We should. Either in space or next to something for a little balance. Let's start in parallel. Whether you have slippers on or not, let's go up to our first balance. Then we'll descend on one foot, bending the other foot, knee and ankle pointed forward. We'll press up and repeat on the other side. As we come down, do that again. As we come down, we're keeping that hip nice and extended on the standing leg. Leg lands nice and straight. This time, let's go up. Let's land. Let's take that bent foot and go point. Lightly flex and round over those toes. Roll back through the foot, double up, come back down, repeat, point, little flex over, up, and then we'll add on this time. So we'll come up, we'll land, we'll bend that standing leg, light anterior tip of the hips or tailbone to the ceiling or cow hips as you sink down, press the hips through, up, heel lands, knee bends, sit back. One more time on each side here. We're doing that light anterior tip of the hips to create room for that femur to go back versus letting it kick out to the side. Up, last time, knee bend, as up you land, and then press. We'll go double up, holding this balance, squeezing your cheeks, pulling your kneecaps up, looking around the room, coming back to center, and slowly landing those heels back to the floor. Let's do a quick plank to prep our core, and then do one more foot exercise. Similar, but different, as per usual.
As per usual.
Let's come first into that forward fold. Our blades are together. We'll tuck our chin. I want you to think about rounding that rib cage, so curling forward, trying to stay as tight to the body as you can, and keep your weight in that forefoot as to avoid extending those hips, but flexing over top. Then we'll walk ourselves out into our first plank. In our first plank here today, our hands are under our shoulders, our butt cheeks are squeezed, slightly tucked under, and we're pulling the floor together underneath of us, pulling our hands towards our hips without moving. That's that isometric tension, creating muscle tension without moving, squeezing everything tight, tight, tight. I couldn't move you if I tried. For 5. This is also the tension you need to press. 3, 2, tailbone tips to the ceiling, hips lift, and so we'll slowly walk our hands back to our feet, tuck our chin, and stack ourselves all the way back up to tally tall. Once we're there, we'll do the same warm-up, but from that first position. So all that means is stand with your feet in parallel. Squeeze your cheeks, use those external rotators to rotate open, and repeat, gentle bend. Press up to 2. Knee bend, land. Repeat, marching through the feet here, trying to keep the knee to the side, but the hips forward. And then we'll add our little toe roll over on this one. So pointy point, flex over, back through the foot, up, bend, point, flex, over. And then this time we add that knee bend. We'll double bend, press, and then up. And repeat 3 more times. As we sink into this, we're trying to keep that bowl of punch fairly level here, sitting down, pressing those knees towards over toes, working on that ankle mobility. We'll press up and hold that balance one more time. Again, kneecaps pulled up, hips forward, square to the front of your room. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, descend with control. Rotate those feet back. Give that a little shake. Before Ian takes over in 1 second, let's hold that bell in that rack position. So we're in week 4 this week of our pliés and presses. We've been working and gradually getting heavier. Today we have our heavy bell out here, and we're going to work towards 3 presses with this bell. For this first set, let's just warm up that rack position and tell our body how heavy this bell is. Hip hinge, grip bell, pull to rack, up, hold. Whew. Vertical forearm, tight to the body. Think about pressing this bell. Oftentimes when I hold this bell in the rack position for the first time, I think, whoa, that's heavy. For 3, 2, and put it down. If you have the same thoughts, it's okay.
I have the same thoughts.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Hip hinge, grip, pull to rack, second side. If you've joined us over the past weeks, we've progressed through various pressing activities. And if you're just joining us now today, please feel free to follow along and adjust the reps as you need to. 2 hands on, place the bell down. We'll come back to that, but first.
Exercises on the bar. We'll coordinate Lauren's squat pliés already with those tendu exercises. So turn on those heels from those hips into that first position, and let's get into our squat position, or plié. Then tendu to the front, and full stretch return. And then this time, dégagé are off the ground, and return. Plié, leg to the side, full stretch, touch the floor as you return, and then brush away, and then return to first. To the back, touch the floor, full stretch, close first, and then brush off the floor and return. Oftentimes it's an encore or a cross shape, so finish at the side, close to first, brush away, and then find our first balance here. That coup de pied ankle balance where the ribs are over the hips, the knees are pointing to the side. We're nice and tall in that supporting leg, and with control, return to that first position. We'll shake, we'll wiggle, you'll turn yourself around and we'll switch sides again and do the same thing. Touch the floor the first time and then brush away on that second repetition. Plié from first, tendu front, full stretch, close. Off the floor, close first. Plié, touch the ground, full stretch, get tall, brush away, close, plié. Reach back, full stretch, first. Find the midline, first. Knees, stretch, stand tall, pull in, brush away, close. Excellent close there, Lauren. I touched the floor. Lauren probably did that a bit better off the ground. And take time to build that confidence. You're not leaning as far forward as it feels, but we need to crush that, not crush, but curl that rib cage onto the hips. And then we'll return. That's right. And from bars for hips, it's bells for
presses.
Nice.
Week 4, set 1. Let's get 1 rep under our belt here with this heavy-ish, depending on you, kettlebell. Hip hinge, grip bell. It's light. Pull it back down to that rack position. 2 hands on, park the bell, and shake it out. Ooh. Sometimes telling yourself it's light, even when it's not, helps.
Mindset, we got this.
Ready? Second side, hip hinge, grip, pull. 1, control that pull down, 2 hands on, and park with control. Great job. Let's see what set number 2 brings. Dun, dun, dun.
Here we are at the bar. And now we'll add a little bit of our locomotion or moving around. We'll find that ankle balance, but it's gonna be the inside leg at the coup de pied. But get there through our plié, then the tendu out front, land heel, point to the back in a dégagé style, and then return it to that ankle coup de pied. Then reach out the back off the floor, then land toe ball heel, brush to the front, and then pull back first. Repeating to the side, out, and then we'll transfer that weight, quick pause, and then find that ankle, and then out to the side again, land toe ball heel, brush to the other side, close first. To the back, touch the floor throughout, land toe ball heel, and push forward and return that inside leg again towards that coup de pied. And point, land toe ball heel, brush out the back and close first. To the side one more time, plié. Reach, weight transfer, find that ankle, and then back, find the ankle yet again, and stay on that flat foot if that's a nice challenge for you, or with or without those hands on the bar. Find your nice demi-point position. Breathe, squeeze your glute, pull up those kneecaps, and with control, back to that first position. Shake and wiggle. Cool. Same exercise, other side, if I can remember it up top here. I like the hand on the hip or maybe even that arm second again, but it's a plié, out front, toe ball heel, and then return to that ankle coup de pied at the bottom. Stretch out the back, toe ball heel, push, that's a straight leg, I'm sorry, to pull back to first. A plié, out to the side, brush, find our ankle balance away from the bar, and then away from the floor, back to first. Plié, out the back, push forward to go back, ankle coup de pied, point, Then toe ball heel, flick out the back, return first. Then the last one to the side. Here we go again. Find that quick balance with a tight glute squeeze, and then point. And point to your training partner, and then into that ankle balance coup de pied again. Flat foot is just great, hand or not on the bar. But if you're ready, find that demi point or releve, and hold. Arms first, they're on arms, hips, and then return to the first position, always with the control piece.
All right, set number 2 of our presses. We're going to try to add a press this set for 2 total. If you're feeling 2 total, then let's do it. If you're feeling 1, do 1. Here we go. Hip hinge, grip L, pull to rack, tight abs. Now, inhale on the down. Abs and butts. Ooh. Pull the bell down. 2 hands. Park. Excellent. Whew. Hopefully those presses are going great. If you're getting a little stuck, try to keep the shoulder out of your knee. You're initiating your press here versus initiating up here. As soon as you do this first, it won't work.
Won't work.
So keep that lat engaged as you press. And then one more tip, use your whole body. Don't hop, but go tight. Ready? Those are very technical words.
Super
hip hinge. Pull. Up. Tight. Inhale on the down. Up. Tight. And then pull it down. 2 hands on. Place it back down. More to come.
Awesome. Awesome. More to come also at this bar or in setter. 8-8-4-4-2-2 singles all the way. It's those quick adductor muscles. I feel it sometimes feels that we're marching like penguins. Arms on the bar, arms in your second position. We'll go 8 repetitions on the and. 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. That's 8. 1, 2. Take a breath. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Now 4, 3, 2 and 1. 4, 3, 2 more. Now 2 and a 2 and a single and a single and a single and a single. Now go 8, 7, 8, 7.
There's
6,
no and.
5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now other side. 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now 4, 3, 2 and 1. Yes, I count faster. And 2 and 2 and a single and a single and a single and a single. Oh. Now let's do one little thing nice and slow.
Sometimes I march my own beat.
I do too. We both do. That's okay. Nice and slow. We'll pick this up the next time. So let's assemble those feet in that first position. Let's just take a nice long stride to the front with the toe point. Let's keep the hip forward as we open up, rounding the hip. And we'll just take that for a little ride out the back. And we'll brush it from the back all the way through first to the front. Then once in reverse, reach to the back. And open in that hip to the side, to the front, and then return to first. Let's just do that. Nice exercise, nice and slow, contrasting those fast and slow movements here. And we'll do another rond de jambe in a second. Point to the front, with straight knees, of course, and open to the side with the hips facing forward. Try to maintain that turnout here as the leg goes to the back, and then brush it all the way through that first position to the front. Going back, the toes lead back, the ankle stays forward. And then show that ankle as it goes from the back to the side to the front, and then finish nice and tall in your first position. Third set, I'm excited.
All right. So far, we're keeping the set number equal to the rep number. This will be the peak of our set. We are going to try for the number 3 reps, that is. If you go to do number 3 and you think, no, thank you, why don't you just finish that by holding the bell in the rack position while we do, as I say that, number 3.
Psych yourself up.
Okay, first side up to 3 reps. Hip hinge. Inhale, pull. 1, pull down. 2, pull down. Either stay or rep number 3. And then put it down and park that bell. Whew. How did it feel?
Felt good.
Good. We will always want to end these sets on successful reps. So make that last rep successful and just take a break in that rack position to spend some time underneath that tension. Build up the muscles.
Build up the muscles.
Second side, hip hinge. Inhale, rack. 1. Butts and abs in that plank tension, as well as that off arm helping you out. And then park. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
We just peaked, don't worry.
All right, let's go back to the bar. Now enjoy something nice and slow. Is your heart rate going as fast as mine after that? No, Lauren's more well conditioned than I am. That's okay too. So let's take a straight leg and reach it out front again. Then take it out to the side and then out to the back. Then brush it off the floor and reach it all the way to the front. And now off the ground, same effort. Try to maintain that turnout and maintain that knee straight. Tap to the ground and reach all the way front. And we'll just take that same leg and reach it all the way back, off the floor, and then again, on layer, out to the side, then from the side to the front. Then let's just pull that same leg up into our passe position and maintain that turnout, hips forward, knee side. Try to find the top of your kneecap with the tips of your toes, and then back down into a nice, strong, tall first position. Same effort on the other side. Once on the ground, and then off to the front, and then back to the front again. So,
back to the front.
To the front. Not the future. Okay, but we're turning out, maintaining that straight knee as you reach to the back, then all the way to the front, and end up off the ground. Then maintain that turnout and energize through the toe points. Turn out, that's a tough one right there as that leg reaches back. And then tap. We'll brush it all the way through. And this time as you reach back, finish energizing through the toes, off the ground. Show me that inseam as the leg comes to the front. And when your toes are pointing forward, find that passe position hold, the top of the kneecap, if the knee flexion and hips allow, but nice and high and nice and strong. And then return to your first position. We've peaked on the presses, but I think there's a couple more.
So we
What's
have
in order?
3 more sets, if I'm not lying, which I tend to do. But right now we are set number 4. We'll take a rep off that number 3, which equals number 2.
Okay.
So we're aiming for 2 presses here. Let's go. Hip hinge, grip to rack. 1, inhale, pull down. 2, and then park that bell. Let's take a second off, shaking it out. Whew, tension when we press that bell, and a little bit of relaxation in between. When we press this, keep your eyes up, bell will go up. Here we go. Hip hinge, rack. 1, driving through that pinky. 2, pulling down, 2 hands, and parking. Wow.
Wow. Full body tension. Got the sweat, got the heart rate, feeling good, and hoping that you feel the same. Let's face those forward. Lauren, that's leaning on the bar stuff.
Just waiting to be told
We
what to
have
do.
fondues to do. Just for Jane, fondue, and they're fun. So let's do it. Fondues, knees bend, and we'll start that coup de pied position, and then straighten those legs together, pointing out front. Then create that diamond-shaped plie, and stretch the knees together out to the side. Find the back, ankle coup de pied, and full leg stretch. And then one more time to the side, and out there, let's find our demi points. Now come down on that demi to full foot, and then back up on that tip of the toe. Then knees bend and straighten together. It's the back ankle coup de pied. Both knees are stretched. And then one more time to the side. Now stay up high on that demi if that's appropriate for you. Find that nice high passe position and breathe. Just finding that nice centering balance, holding for time, and then returning to the first position, always with control. And then enjoy those wiggles and shakes and repeat on the other side. From first, fondues. Flat feet, full stretch, point to your midline. Flat feet and point out to the side. Back ankle coup de pied, a full stretch back there too. And this time as you reach to the side, find that releve. Then come in together, flat foot, and then releve again. In flat foot, find nice strength. Again to the back, full stretch with the glutes, and then to the side. Final one, If this is for you again, stay on that demi point. Get your focus point ahead. Maybe those arms are in that first position. Breathe. Find your first with control.
All right, it's set number 5 here. We did 1, 2, 3, 2, ding, ding, ding,
Ding,
1.
ding, ding.
Here we go. 1 press. Pull to that rack. Keep that strong foundation as you press. Pull it back down. Hold it for a second, and then park it. Whew. Excellent. One more set of 1. Hip hinge. Pull. 1, hold, pull it down, hold for a Mississippi, and then park it. Excellent. You can leave that there, or if you have the ability to drop down that kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you're using, to a lighter bell, let's do that right now. We're not fancy enough to have TV magic, so we'll just move our bells manually.
That extra. That's right. And you might not have your extra bell. So variations you can add to this include, instead of more repetitions, perhaps take more time to achieve 1 repetition.
More to come on that.
Fill in those gaps, but let's get going first. We'll get on the bar thing. So we can always do more, of course, but I really enjoy working out in center too. So let's start in this first position. We'll do nice little hip openers first, and we'll send it over to Lauren for more weight transfer balances. Do that tendu action out to that side or second position, landing toe ball heel. We'll be working on our Chico style squat here, where we'll sit in our plie and then find a single leg balance. And then point. And we'll return to that same ankle position, or coup de pied, full glute cramp, toes point as well. Return to that same position, or find that passe position at the knee and extend and land. And then again, right up to that passe and stretch. Repeating 2 more repetitions, or 1 each side. Find that nice quick assembly to your pause hold, your point stretch, your gracious landing. Come right back up and then stretch and land. And then we'll stretch together. Tendu those legs back in. Enjoy a shake. And then it's the last episode with the press here.
So as mentioned previous, we dropped down our bell size. We did both. Well, I went down 4 kgs. Ian went down more than 4 kgs, but that's fine. So we're trying to make it this.
I think she's chirping me.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that it's a significant descent in weight because we're going to increase our reps significantly. So we're going to aim towards, it's big words here. We're going to aim towards 10 repetitions with this bell. So lighter load, more reps. I don't have a lighter kettlebell, okay? Hold it the entire time. Ready? Or press it, then hold it. 3, 2, and up to 10 presses here. If 10's too many, pick a number that's maybe close to 5. What number are we at?
This is 5 for me.
6. One more. Boom. And park. Whew. So even though it's lighter, it probably felt lighter for 1 or 2 reps, and then it got heavy again. Even though it's lighter, we're trying to keep those reps quick, but always resting, or always ending in that rack position and coming out of it. And then still trying to avoid that bop or that floppy core. So when you come back down to the rack, I still am trying to work on not dipping too far into that side, but to staying up tall like a tree trunk. Let's repeat the same thing on the second side. Upwards of 10. Do try to match what you just did. You don't want to walk in circles for the rest of your life. Breathing. You still have a strong core and a strong foundation. What number?
This is 8.
Really? Oh, I thought that was number 9 when you said it was 8.
Maybe you were 1 ahead of me, maybe.
Maybe I just did 11.
It is possible. So we're going to take those kettlebells and move them out of the way, Lauren.
Magic TV, do it.
Snap your fingers, just like that.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that was week 4 of pressing.
My
How'd
goodness.
that feel?
That's heavy.
heavy. Sometimes my arms feel like this.
Jelly.
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, weight transfers side to side. So adding on to what we just did, we'll take our legs underneath of us. We'll point to the side. Before you go anywhere, let's find that single leg balance. Let's take that outside leg or floating leg, turn it in, turn it open, land toe, ball, heel. As you land, keep trying to turn that leg open, inseam forward, push away, find a straight leg balance again and hold. Hips stay level, rotate the leg in, hiding the inseam. Rotate the leg open, toe, ball, heel. This time, across. I messed up, come back to center. This time as we go across, we're gonna bend that knee, pulling yourself down. We'll do the same thing with on a bent leg. Hold, turn your leg in, turn your leg open. Land toe, ball, heel, stay the same height as you pull yourself across. Bent leg balance, point, turn in, turn open, toe, ball, heel, pull across. Find the bent leg balance, keep the inseam forward this time. Press out of that, hold. 3, 2, knee back over toe. Stay low, pulling yourself across, feel those adductors, press. Bent leg balance, push down to go up. Feel the cheek, knee towards over toe, pull across. One more time each, over, push down, extend. Now, grow up, find that balance on your tiptoe for 3. Get as high as you can, 2, heel lands, knee bends, pulls across. Other side, bent first, then straight. Push down, go up. Hold, 3, 2, heel down, knee bend, pull to center, hold. Right here, don't move, but pull your heels together. Keep pushing your knees out. Now push down and away on the floor. Vector force is going this way, knees still pushing out, your butt cheeks are burning. And then push down and stand up tall, point, close, shake it out.
Shaking it out. Shaking out those lower limbs and just giving a little bit of a nice rib roll for the upper body. Let's grab that balance aid one more time. Let's turn those feet and hips out to that first position. And you could have the arm in that nice expressive port de bras, or just place it across your chest and focus on the rib cage roll. Do your chin tuck, so you're gently looking down on the ground, and it's that rib cage forward, just like the forward flex Lauren warmed us up with. Now I'll rotate to the bar side, so that's my left. Then I'll do our nice little side bend to the back corner, and then all the way up and over the back until we face a new corner, and then enjoy a nice little side bend there as well. Then last circle-looking shape, back to the front, and now pull the abdominals down as you project energy up through the sternum or those clavicles. We'll repeat one more time in the reverse direction. So it's a modest chin tuck, then a flexion or a rounding shape through the rib cage forward. This time, my glutes are squeezed and I'll rotate away from the bar. A side bend to that back corner. Subtle up and over action. And then I'm gonna bend to the side of the bar that I'm holding on to. And then I'll round out to the front. And the last effort here to pull down on those abdominals to lift up with power through the rib cage. Let it reset in the middle. Enjoy that little shake and wiggle. And we want to say thank you.
Oh, do we have to do it the other way? Or I guess that's
both sides.
ways.
That's both ways. We could do it the other sides. That's not wrong. Oh, but that is the side of your choice. So thank you very much for being here live on Thursdays at 4 o'clock, where we play with our bells, use our bars, and work on our ballet moves for mobility and those kettlebell moves for strength.
On Saturday at 8 a.m. live or thereafter in the archive, we'll play with our body weight, working on our single leg squats, as well as our crawls and our core strength. So stay tuned for that. As well, before then, you should check out our website, like and subscribe on YouTube, and maybe even check out our Patreon page.
Yeah.
But until next time, take care.
Stay strong.
And we'll train soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.